And so the senior nurse comes and she's training someone. She's like, oh dear, we're going to have to do the other arm because this vein's collapsed. And I'm like, I was like,
no.
I sold my plasma.
Oh, that's what happened yesterday. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. So I didn't know I was going to do that yesterday. I thought I was just going to drop off Joseph for training at 7 o'clock in the morning. So we left here at 6:30 in the morning. And the referral was from Kevin because our friend, he works there.
Oh.
So he was like, yeah, like you get $100 for 7 times you donate plasma.
7 times?
7 times you get $100.
Damn.
So that's $700.
Oh, got it. Okay, I thought you said 7 times.
No, for $100. No, I'm so sorry.
That's a lot of. Damn,
sorry.
That's not a steal.
Yeah,
they're stealing your plasma. Liz. That's a steal for them.
I'll tell you how much plasma they take every time. Okay, so if you guys aren't, yesterday it was raining like crazy here in California. It was windy. It was pouring all day long. And I told Debbie, we were supposed to do mooncakes yesterday, but I told her, Joseph's working. I get the car. So I got to work. So it was 7 o'clock in the morning. I drop off Joseph and I'm like, oh, you know what? It's just a couple miles from where I dropped him off in Garden Grove. I'm going to go and do this thing. Like Joseph kept on pushing. He's like, yeah, just do it. It's just like, and Kevin's like, yeah, just do it, man. It's $100.
Yeah.
Easy money. And I'm like,
easy money.
I'm like, okay, yeah, I can make $100 and then I can work for the rest of the day. And that'll be more than $100. So unknowingly, I'm just like, okay, I'll take my referral code and I'll go. And like I get there, right? And it's kind of like it's a nice facility in a shopping strip. So I get there, right? And I picked the worst day because it doesn't rain that much here in California. It is absolutely pouring. And the whole, like anywhere you park in the shopping strip, it's flooded. And like I didn't know how much it was gonna rain. So like I just wore my regular sneakers and I had no choice but to step in the rain.
Oh no,
so like
wet shoes.
Yeah, I already start. It's like 7:30 in the morning and it's so cold and it's raining. And so I just start out with wet sneakers and socks. And I'm like, okay, you know what? It's $100. I'm just going to suck it up and do it. So I go in and it's like a nice facility, clean, and then it takes me about 2 hours to go through the registration process.
How many hours?
2 hours.
Whoa.
So yeah, Kevin told me already that it's going to take a little time for the registration, but after that, it's really quick.
Oh, got it.
You go in, but what he didn't tell me. Okay, so like you go in, you have to read a binder with all the information. Then you have to watch a 15-minute video with all the information telling you like what happens to the plasma that you donate.
Oh, got it.
And like what happens. Like there's all different things you have to do the registration in order to make sure that they can identify it's you. Like they use your fingerprint.
Oh, wow.
To make sure it's you and stuff. They don't want people like using other people's because your plasma is tested and all that stuff. And you have to go through a physical.
Ooh.
So you go through a physical as well, and they weigh you. They check everything and see if that you have any swollen lymph nodes, anything out of the irregular and stuff. So that's 2 hours, and I'm like, at this time, I'm like tired.
No, I bet.
My feet are cold.
Aww.
And you just see like people lined up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like in my own zone. It's pouring outside. And I'm like, okay, finally I finish with, there's a 45 question questionnaire you have to do. It's an ordeal in the beginning. But finally I finish all that process and they're like, okay, you just sit over there and then they're going to call you and they're going to start with the process.
Oh, wow.
So I wait in line and I didn't know they are going to prick your finger.
I mean, that's the least they would do, at least.
But
right?
something about the finger, pricking the finger, it hurts.
Oh,
It hurts. So I was like, I didn't know you guys were gonna prick the finger too. I thought it was just gonna be the arm. I'm better with the arm.
You're better with the arm than the finger. Wow.
Yeah,
Because the finger has a lot more sensitive, nerves.
and it's thicker.
Yes,
It's
you're
way
right.
thicker. So they do all sorts of things. Like they're like, oh, we need to see your whole sleeve. So they want to make sure there's no like swelling or track marks.
Oh,
like injection
heroin, anything like that.
Because I'll tell you this. People there, I did not expect this. Joseph and Kevin did not warn. He warned Joseph, but Joseph didn't relay the information to me.
Yeah,
that there are some rough looking people here.
like you don't want their plasma.
They do take their plasma.
They still take their plasma.
Like they went through the whole thing, but there are some rough looking. There's some normal people. Like all the nurses and stuff are normal.
Yes.
But like it's a rough crowd. Like, and then I talked to Kevin earlier. He's like, "Yeah, there you got like some crackheads and stuff." And I'm like, "Wow, the medical, pharmacy industry is using like crackhead plasma."
That's probably for sure.
You are being injected with like medicines mixed with this crackhead plasma.
Wow.
But somehow it passes. So anyway, they pricked my finger, and I was like, and then they take a lot of blood from the finger, and then they check your arms, right? And then they check your blood pressure, and they're like, okay, it seems like you're good. And they show you like what they're gonna take, the plasma, which is the clear stuff in your blood. They're like, this is what you want. You want it clear like this? She was like telling me the grades and stuff. I'm like, 5% this. I'm like, I cannot remember this, lady. Okay, like I am.
We get it.
It's just already. I've been picked and like prodded at and like touched and stuff like that. I mean, they're good. They're good at what they do, and it's a clean facility. But like, it's like a lot of stuff that I didn't expect that was gonna happen that day. I just like went head in first.
Yeah.
And finally, when I finished all that, you wait, and then they call your name, and then they have these like seats. I don't know how it is. Did you ever do like blood donating?
I can't because I have tattoos.
Oh, so when you have tattoos, you can't
donate blood. That's from what I remember.
You can do plasma, but I'm not going to tell you to do it. No, it's too much. I think it'll be too much for you.
You can do plasma.
Too much for you. And they make you lay down, and it's huge. It's huge in the back, and there's rows and rows of people just like laid out like this in these chairs, and they're comfortable. They're kind of like curved and stuff. And then like you just go like this, and there's a nurse that comes and just like hooks you up.
Oh.
And like so okay, I was like, okay, cool. And everyone has these machines, and they're all beeping and stuff, and they have numbers on them, and you see like the plasma being separated from your blood and being contained in this like long cylinder. I'll tell you, they take this much.
Whoa.
Plasma. They take like a cylinder like this much.
Oh my gosh.
Plasma.
You must be woozy afterwards.
Well, that's why they're like, you have to eat before. So I went to go get a smoothie and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
And then so I didn't know how much plasma they were gonna take. It was a lot. And so I'm getting hooked up, and I don't really like my nurse as much. Like he's just kind of not attentive. Everyone else was great, but this guy, he like did it, and like 10 minutes later, and a senior nurse comes, and she's like, I'm gonna have to do the other arm.
Oh no.
So I already have this one, and like there's some because the beds are like this, and then everyone's facing each other. They're far apart, but like they're still facing. And you got a line of like sketchy ass looking people, and I'm just like this. I'm like this, like the only Asian girl, and I'm like this, and I'm like trying to watch Ancient Aliens, and just like kind of like zone out and stuff. And I don't want any eye contact or anything.
Eye contact.
And I was just like, and so the senior nurse comes, and she's training someone. She's like, oh dear, we're gonna have to do the other arm because this vein's collapsed. And I'm like, I was like,
no.
I was like, the other arm. I was like, the other arm.
Oh, that's making me woozy just thinking about this.
So they they cut off the line. I already have a lot of blood going into the tubes and stuff, and then they do my other arm.
Oh my god!
I do with my arm, but this arm was supposed to be the good arm, and then they're like, okay, actually, this is the good arm. I'm like, well, make up your damn mind. So they pricked that one, and that one's good. It's good, and like I see my plasma. There's a it's just filling up the bottle.
Yeah,
filling up the bottle, and it's just so weird seeing your plasma.
Yeah, that is fascinating.
It is, and it takes about, and you have to like pump your arm like this, and it's so weird. It's the weirdest thing is like I didn't think this would ever weird me out, but like everyone has like a weird technique.
Yeah,
all these ruffians.
Yeah,
have like this technique. Some people do this, and it makes me nervous.
Yeah,
it makes me really nervous when they're just like
they want to pump it all out.
Yeah, they want to pump it out
faster,
and get their money and leave.
Yeah,
you know. And there's some people like just like jiggling. I just don't know. Like it was just like it's now that I'm prepared mentally. Like it's fine. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go see some interesting people, a group of people, you know. But I just wasn't expecting to see that. And obviously, of course, who else would sell their plasma for $100? Really? Like, what kind of crowd would we be thinking? Like students, some rough individuals, you know, that need money. And so, I mean, finally, after a whole hour of like pumping out your blood and then separating, you're pumped with saline.
Whoa.
Into your bloodstream.
Just because you might be hydrated?
Yeah. And you get cold. And it kind of for me, it kind of stings a little bit because it's like, it's saline. It's like salt water.
Yeah.
So I get pumped out with that. And I'm just like, and I see Joseph and Kevin's friend, Hui.
Oh.
Because he works there.
Oh, yes.
That's why Kevin found out you can get $100 for every sitting of plasma donation.
Nice.
You know? So I'm like, he's like, hey Liz, and I'm like,
hey Liz.
I was like, Hui. I couldn't because they pricked me twice. That's all I could say in the beginning. I haven't seen him since that time we all hung out.
Yeah.
That's all I could say. I didn't say, hey. I was like, Hui. They pricked me twice. And I was like, ah. He's like, really?
That's
I was
the
like,
plasma game.
Yeah. He's like, but it's easy, right? It's easy to make $100. I was like, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So
I can't complain.
Give your plasma, but sure.
Yeah.
Your vein collapse, but sure. You know.
Sure. And so I have like
sure.
like little like it's a little sore on both arms. And
no.
they bandaged up both my arms. So I couldn't like bend them.
Oh no.
For like a whole hour. I was just like dragging and I was like
this.
And I did feel tired and stuff, and we went to go get pho
nice,
afterwards.
Nice. Okay.
I met up with the guys. You know, they were working on their job site, and they're like, "Oh, we'll go get pho." He probably got it because you know when I use his QR code, Kevin's QR code he gets money.
Oh,
so when I get my referral code next time, I'm going to share it with you guys. So if you guys want $100 for your plasma,
to give plasma,
give me some referral money, I would really appreciate it.
That would be awesome.
I know it's like I made it so unappealing.
Yeah, you made it really. You did not sell it to anyone, Liz. But
it's the truth.
To anybody out there.
Yeah, if you
want to sell some plasma for $100,
yeah,
this is your gal. She'll show you. She'll tell you where to go, what to do.
Yeah. I'll give you guys the QR code next time. But yeah, that's why I was like kind of woozy today. I'm still kind of recovering from it. Of course, I'm drinking lots of water and I slept a lot and stuff. But it's an experience. I gotta go 6 more times.
Oh my gosh,
that's $600.
That's $600. Yeah. You're right.
I need the money. So you see, that's why I directed you guys to my Poshmark and my Mercari and my eBay. So if you guys want to support me there and get something like a winter coat, please do.
Please do.
Because
this girl's giving out her plasma, man.
I am selling my plasma.
Yes. Oh gosh.
To save lives.
To save lives. To save lives. Don't forget that. To save lives. Yes.
That's what happened. And on the most rainiest day in California.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy. But before we get into this video, which also has to do with blood,
Ooh.
do you want to add anything to that?
To your plasma story? I hopefully like I would not have to do that because I'm really like queasy around blood and anything about my veins and needles. Like, I'm a very needle phobia. Like I'm scared of that stuff. It gets me really woozy and like I get like really lightheaded and like my lips.
It'll turn
can't.
blue.
Yeah,
I would never recommend Debbie, even if I wanted the $100.
Yeah.
I would never recommend Debbie because I just know it's not a good idea.
It's not. I usually like I get really lightheaded for sure. Like whenever, even just like getting my blood drawn, you know, like simple like as that is like it's not good.
And they draw a lot of blood. Like they draw a couple tubes, like tubes like this long. Fill it completely with
blood,
and then they do the process.
Ooh,
so it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot. But if you're a big guy, which most of the people were big men.
Yes.
Or big women.
Yes.
Yeah, they're just like, take it. Who cares? I got plenty.
Yeah,
I'm like a giant. So I got tons.
For $100 a plasma session?
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. So, I mean, also, I help you, you help me, you know, like,
yes.
I can't tell you guys why I'm not full-time working and stuff. I can tell you guys after everything's done, but like, there's a reason why I cannot work full-time and do my other job. So, but yeah, I am selling my plasma.
For now.
Oh,
poor Liz. Oh, Lizzie.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Gotta hustle, gotta grind, gotta give blood.
Yeah.
Give plasma.
It kind of made me feel like, you know, Les Miserables. Like, I can't say
Les Miserables?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, when she has to like
cut her hair, teeth.
Yeah. It's not to that extent, but I'm just like, I can understand a little bit.
Yes.
Like what she had with teeth. Okay, I just don't know. But like maybe the hair, I can kind of understand.
Yes.
But like it kind of. But you're getting paid fairly, I guess. You get paid fairly, so yeah. And if you're big, I mean, yeah, share it.
Share it.
Share it.